There's the washer for this. Most of these things, they slide off to one side or the other, and they might not seal very well. See how loose it is here?
Yeah, so it'll slide to the right way.
See when you go all the way against the surface? See, I can only move that far? That's because they have a radius in here to help center it.
There's a slight lip.
Whereas the new ways that people make shit, they don't understand these lips in here belong in there to help for centering. So they just have the undercut, so the washer goes like side to side like that, and it leaks out one side. This one will actually go where it stays and seal. See, the old people understood stuff like this. They actually knew how things worked in the real world, unlike new people that don't know squat.
Probably because they started with total loss oil systems.
Stupid engineers are not very smart.
Well, an engineer of like 1910 says, this will last forever. Engineer of 2010 says, this might last a couple years. They'll buy a new one.
Yep, it'll last until next week when they can sell another new one.
Yeah. I mean, we still got steam engines running from the turn of the last century.
Yep.
Still going.
Okay, so a little bit of sealer on the thread, which will transfer to the washer probably at some point.
Somebody showed me a picture of a steam engine motorcycle, and it was made in I think it was made in like the 1890s, but it was a homemade thing, and it looked like it just had like a big barbecue with coals underneath the seat.
That's basically what it is.
Just riding around with that.
So we were. Cars are the same way.
Just sitting on top of barbecue.
So, as you put that down, you make sure it centers up. Looks good to me. What's nice about an original switch is it doesn't take a big stupid ass socket to tighten it up.
What do you use to tighten it up?
1/2 inch wrench.
That's convenient. I think I got one of those too.
You had one and you didn't want to keep it. And that's why I said I'll take it, because I like that stuff.
I would rather put the oil pressure thing on there, because I don't have the wiring provision to hook up a light.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Well, for a Neanderthal like me, it is pretty hard. 2 wires, that's too many.
Yep, and in and out. It is pretty difficult. Alright.
The hardest part actually is what the wiring is making it so it don't look ugly sitting out somewhere.
Yeah, right up on the top of the table. Okay, that's our vent fitting there. You know what a vent fitting is?
It fits the vent.
So the vent line goes, yep. And it's a hard line, not a stupid rubber line.
One of the steel or whatever material it is.
It's a steel line instead of rubber. Okay, now this screw over here is our crankcase oil lubricator. Otherwise known as a primary lubrication device. Now, we need to determine how much this is open.
How do you do that without the bike running?
There's shim washers right here. So we have all these shim washers right there. We have a screw right here.
So you just lightly seat the screw?
Yep.
And then that's how many shims you need, huh?
Well, if you don't know what it is, you go until you touch. So that's basically bottomed out. So it's half a turn open. There's 3/4 of a turn open. and that'd be one turn open. So somewhere between these two is probably where it's going to wind up being. So now you measure what that distance is. So the easiest way to measure it these days is to stick a bunch of washers in there and see what it is.
These days?
So
How many washers is
way
that?
more than I need. One.
Oh, one large one?
It was way more than one.
Oh.
The Shim washers weren't even being used.
Oh.
Let me get a caliper. This isn't quite as accurate, but it'll get us roughed down pretty quickly.
No feeler gauge?
Use a feeler gauge too. It's roughly about 90 thousandths. That's one turn.
For a 37 or 36, pre-36
So we're at
flathead,
77 thousandths.
did they
So I'm at 90 thou.
ever make any provision to add a return pump?
70, half one. Still about 90. $77. Okay, if we go down a half a quarter, 3/4 of a turn. $80 thou. So this is set up for a little bit under 3/4 of a turn down. Now over here I found a washer. Do we know where it came from?
Perhaps that's it.
I think it's one that he needs to be using. 78 thou. So it's still a little short on one turn out. So we're not sure how much it's going to need until you run the bike.
Yeah.
The other
This'll-
washer I found was this one, but I think this was used on the points. This is pretty thick, so
So this just gives you a rough idea.
that's 35 thousandths.
The fine adjustment will be done while the bike is running, huh?
You take out shims or add shims as needed be. The problem is these shims are not available for anybody.
So just if you have them, you got them.
So you buy an old cover to get the screw out that has a shim with it.
Wow.
That's where the screw. That's where they come from.
Well, that's what I'll be buying.
Yeah, unless you got a flathead,
I need shims for my panhead.
they do it differently.
Oh, really? So you can get shims for those still?
Nope, they have a nut.
Right now I'm just running some kind of, I think it was one of those things that
So
holds.
right now, I'm not sure how far out we are, but it looks like we're close to a turn right now. That's about where one turn was at. So I'm either only half a turn open or I'm one turn open right now. Because I don't know how many turns it was to get to where I'm at. Don't know. So all I know is that was one turn was straight like that. 3/4 turn was over here. So like I said, this is either one turn out or half a turn out. But that's what it's going to be for now. So run the bike and see if we get any oil out of it. What that does is it puts oil in the breather, which comes out over here.
That nice, beautiful
Just-
trumpet.
Just dumps into the on top of the primary
Nice.
chain in here.
Awesome.
That's how that works.
What about these two holes?
This is the primary cover.
Oh, they got. Why isn't the panhead so nice? Just 3 little holes drilled into the case on my bike.
Because they made it different. They improved on it.
Improved? This looks like an improvement.
Yeah, that's because you know what the other one is. Okay, that is a precision-made aftermarket part.
That gear does look a lot thinner than the...
See how the taper matches up perfectly?
Yes, it looks beautiful.
So you can go there and lap on these for about an hour. Try to get them close to where they kind of work. Pain in the butt.
How many teeth does that thing have?
Lots.
34. Whoa! That's a big one.
Yeah, it's big. Alright, so there should be a key in here that we don't know where it's at. So where do you find a key at? You don't know where there's one at?
Convenient location.
Probably, you know, somewhere like there might be some keys laying around.
Mm-hmm.
It resembles the ones that belong in here.
Do you know what the stock tooth count is on that thing?
It varies.
For this bike out of the factory?
It varies. Let's put it this way. This is the biggest one they make. Now this will be coming back off again, so
Not going to make it too tight.
I'll put the inner primary on to have all this stuff here.
Yeah.
So
It's not going to run it open like a chopper.
I don't think so.
Have you ever bench started one of these things here?
Bench started it. And how would you do that?
Like slap a belt on there and the starter and start it up and
I
get it.
don't think that'll work very well.
I've seen videos of people doing it. Start them.
I don't think that'll work very well. You can put a breaker bar on here and just give it a quick and do it like that. Look at it, hardly even wobbles at all.
I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
Move around a little bit. About 10 thou.
So they use a different primary chain than I would be using on my bike. It looks like.
So this is not tight. That's not tight, see?
Yep.
Just tight enough it won't fall off when you're carrying it. Now we leave a booby trap.
Hmm.
Now you put the inner primary on there. Actually on this bike you don't have to take this on and off.
Why is that? It's the primary
Or do
hole.
you? Well, you actually do have to put the clutch, put the chain on it, you do, but not the primary.
Because the primary hole is larger.
Primary goes to here.
Oh. But then why is it cut out like this?
That's for the outer cover, not the inner.
Interesting.
So we'll leave it loose so you can break it. So it's a booby trap.
Yeah.
For the booby. Okay, where's our plug at? Secret part stash.
Secret bag.
All the missing parts.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
Ah, that's got a lot of goo on it. Oh, build up on the threads there. You want to know what this is for? That's for the generator strap.
Ah. I don't think my bike has that.
Probably doesn't have that. Should have it though. So the strap goes on there, holds the generator. That's what this hole's for.
So even if your bolts fall out, your generator won't clunk onto the road.
Probably.
That's the theory.
That's a good theory.
Hmm.
So we have more hidden parts.
I don't even think my last bike had that. I've never seen that before. Circuit breaker bolts.
That's for big tongue description. This is for a 45.
Ah.
This is where the relay goes. The
Hmm.
generator.
On Big Twin, you use all 4?
Big Twin has a bracket that goes on there. It has a relay that hangs over the side. They got a strap that comes down to hold the cable for the timer. 45, the timer comes off a stud over here, comes through here. There's a clip right here to hold the cable clamp.
Oh.
It's done differently. This is a lot cleaner. Just has a nice relay sitting here, and that's it.
Why does the...
So we're just going to tighten those just enough to dig the washer and aluminum so it gouges it all up. So this is our screws for our timer.
Why does the 45 have the carburetor, or Flathead have the carburetor on the left side?
That's where it belongs.
Why does it belong there?
The timer's on this side.
The Sportster, early Sportster, has the timer on that side and the carb is on that side too.
I know. Screwed up. How do you get the timer?
You gotta take the carb off.
There you go. How do you fix the carburetor?
Take the timer out.
No, you gotta take the carburetor off. So the carburetor's over here, you work on the carburetor. You don't have to do anything. You wanna work on the ignition? Pull the cover off, work on it. Flatheads are made correctly. Some overhead valve motors are all screwed up.
Damn.
Bad design. I don't think it's gonna live for very long.
Oh.
So that goes right there.
Do you have to just give it like another prime kick or something? Or is it really no difference at all?
For what?
With the left side carburetor?
Works either way. I don't see the problem is.
I would have thought like
She goes right there, see?
is there an advantage to having one of those versus a regular condenser unit?
It should work better. Alright, that's it for now.